Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sports City. Yes, Sports City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.
Well, hello everybody. How is everybody doing? I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss Jamaican football, your hub for everything Jamaican football related. If you guys haven't already, I encourage you to hit the like button, and after doing so, to hit the subscribe button as well. All right, guys, so that everybody is aware and on the same page with everything. All right, so now that we have that sorted and out of the way, let's go to this video in particular. Now, earlier in this calendar year, we did a video which spoke about the biggest wins that Jamaica has had, and that's in relation to significance. But this video is in relation to the margin of victory, and I'm going to highlight it for you as I've done the research and done all the necessary, you know, research and double checking of facts so that everybody's aware. Michael Gordon says, "Big up, Simon. Big up. How are you, Mr. United? How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. All the best to everybody." So let's get right into this video in particular, shall we? Detonation, how are you doing, sir? I hope you are doing well and that your family is doing good as well. So as you can see right here, we have the biggest victories by the Reggae Boys. I've compiled the top 30, and this is at least by a 4 goal margin, and up, because we've had a number of victories by a 3 goal margin, 2 goal margin, 1 goal margin. The list goes on and on there where that is concerned. But in relation to 4 goal, 5 goal, 6 goal, 7 goal margin, and up, then there is some that we're going to break down and show you guys exactly the margin of victories that Jamaica has had. So let's start things, okay? Yep, let's get right into it, shall we? As we begin with, at the top of the list, Jamaica 12, St. Martin 0. This was in the Digital Caribbean Cup in 2004, Luton Shelton's debut, where he scored 4 goals for Jamaica. Roland Dean had 3 goals in that game. We had Robert Scarlett on the score sheet as well. Jermaine Hugh was on the score sheet. Richard West was on the score sheet as well for the Jamaicans. So it was quite a very, very special day in terms of the result. It was November 24, 2004. That's right, November 24, 2004. That was the day in relation to the matches. Roland Dean, a hat-trick. Luton Shelton, 4 goals. Jermaine Hugh, 1. All right, Corey Stevenson, 1. Robert Scarlett, 2. And Richard West, he scored 1 in that game in particular. That's right, Richard West, Harbourview, Santos, Waterhouse, Tivoli, and even played overseas as well. Brampton United playing also as well. The Serbian White Eagles, also in Canada as well, York region. So he's had the opportunity of playing overseas as well. Went on to play overseas. So those experiences had. So Luton Shelton, Roland Dean, Jermaine Hugh, Carr Stevenson, Robert Scarlett, Richard West, 6 different scores for the Jamaicans in that game in particular. It's critical as well, as it was a starting point for Jamaica to go on and lift the 2005 Caribbean Cup. Up next, we have Jamaica 12, the British Virgin Islands 0. That came in 1994. In fact, yep, that's right, March 1994, where the Jamaicans defeated the British Virgin Islands by 12 goals to 0. This took place within the Cayman Islands, and this was in the 1994 edition of the Caribbean Cup. Jamaica 12, the British Virgin Islands 0. This was Jamaica's second game of the tournament after a 4-2 victory over St. Martin, and that is the Dutch island. So that's how things up. And just so everybody is clear, the biggest win, the 12-0 over St. Martin, it came against the French St. Martin, not the Dutch one, the French one. Okay, good. So we progress further on in this list. And in Jarrett Park in 2004, Jamaica registered an 11-1 victory over, that's right, the US Virgin Islands. Yep, that is right, 11-1 victory over the US Virgin Islands. Luton Shelton on the score sheet. Roland Dean, Jermaine Hugh with a hat-trick, Corey Stevenson again, Andy Williams on the score sheet in this game in particular, Fabian Davis, Tia4 Bennett also on the score sheet as well, and Akeem Priestley. That's 8 different scores in one game for Jamaica. 8 different scores for Jamaica in one game. Luton Shelton, Roland Dean with 2, Jermaine Hugh with a hat-trick, Corey Stevenson, Andy Williams, Fabian Davis, Tia4 Bennett, Akeem Priestley, all on the score sheet for the Jamaicans in this game. An 11-1 victory, so that's a 10-goal margin for the Jamaicans, the 3rd biggest fixture that Jamaica has ever achieved in international football. We now go to number 4, and that is Jamaica 7, the Bahamas 0. That came in World Cup qualifying. Ricardo Bibigarden on the score sheet by Demar Phillips, Marlon King. In the second half, Luton Shelton scored 2. We had Andy Williams on the score sheet and Omar Daly. So those were the 7 goals for the Jamaican team. The 6-0, that came a few days later at the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium, where Jamaica, Dion Burton got on the score sheet. Luton Shelton scored a hat-trick. We had Tyrone Marshall on a score sheet as well, and Dion Burton get his second in the second half as well. So that is Jamaica 6, Bahamas 0, Jamaica's 5th biggest victory ever in international football. At number 6, it's Jamaica 6, Benin 0. And that came quite recently in 2018. Yes, that is right. In 2018, Jamaica defeated Bonaire by 6 goals to 0. This was in Jamaica's first away game in the history of the CONCACAF Nations League. The game took place in Willemstad, Curaçao. Corey Burke on the score sheet, Ricardo Morris scored 2, Owain Gordon, Peter Lee Vassell, and also Dane Kelly on the score sheet as well for the Jamaicans, as Jamaica recorded that victory. 6 goals to 0 over Bonaire. All right, everybody get it? Good. So now that we have that sorted, now we'll go to 2019. Jamaica 6, Antigua and Barbuda 0. Yes, 6-0 in 2019. At the Montego Bay Sports Complex, we had Shamar Nicholson with a brace, Bobby Reid scoring an international debut. We had Brian Brown also scoring in the game, Leon Bailey scoring his first goal for Jamaica, and of course, Peter Lee Vassell. All right, so those were the goal scorers for the Jamaicans. Now we go to Jamaica 6, Aruba 0. And that 6-0 victory had a number of different scorers: Shivani Willis, Malik Foster, Lamar Walcott, Junior Flemings, and also Shamar Nicholson. 6-0 over Aruba. There's also a 6-0 victory back in 1997. This was in the Caribbean Cup in that time frame as well. In the year 2000, Jamaica had a 6-0 victory over the Cayman Islands and a 6-0 victory over Guyana. In 1991, this was on the way to Jamaica's first Caribbean Cup title in 1991. And also another 6-0 victory for Jamaica came against Haiti in 1926. Yep, that is right. Almost 100 years ago, Jamaica's biggest victory over Haiti, a 6-0 triumph. Jamaica's biggest victory in the Gold Cup is number 13 on this list, with a 5-0 victory over St. Kitts and Nevis. Number 14, Jamaica 5 versus St. Lucia 0. That came in 2014. Jamaica 5, French Guiana 0. This came in the Caribbean Cup, as Jamaica were victors away from the title. Jamaica 5, St. Lucia 0. That was 2003 in the Gold Cup qualification. This is March 2003, as Jamaica booked their ticket towards the Gold Cup in 2003. Also, Jamaica 5, Barbados 0. That came in 2000. That was in a friendly international. Jamaica 5, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 0. This came in World Cup qualifying in 1996, when Jamaica was in that group with Mexico, Honduras, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Jamaica 6, Cuba 1. This came 1962. Jamaica gaining independence that year. Also a 6-1 victory over Puerto Rico as well in that calendar year. Now we go to the 4-goal margins of victories for the Jamaicans. 4-0 over Grenada in 2008. That came at Jarrett Park, as Jamaica went on to win the Caribbean Cup in 2008. Jamaica 4, Guyana 0. This came in 2010, and this was in Martinique, as Jamaica went on to win the Caribbean Cup in 2010. Jamaica 4, Grenada 0. This was the first time that Jamaica were defeating a Caribbean team at the Gold Cup. And we saw Luton Shelton, Ryan Johnson on the score sheet, Damar Phillips, and also Omar Daly on the score sheet in that game. Jamaica 4, St. Lucia 0. That came in 2006 at the National Stadium. Jamaica 4, Cayman Islands 0. That came in 1998, as Jamaica went on to win the Caribbean Cup in 1998. Jamaica 5, Grenada 1. That was a friendly international in Grenada at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Jamaica 5, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 1. That came 2008, a friendly international. That was the debut of Simon Ford. We saw Marlon King getting on the score sheet in that game in particular as well. Jamaica 5, Guadeloupe 1, 1999, as Jamaica continued to rebuild after 98. And the Jamaica 5, Cayman Islands 1, that came in 1995. And back in 1965, Jamaica 4, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Top 30 biggest victories for Jamaica in international football. 4-goal margin victories, 5-goal margin, 6-goal margin, 7-goal margin, 10-goal margin, and of course 12-goal margin victory for the Jamaicans, as the biggest one is 12-0 over St. Martin and of course the British Virgin Islands. So those are the biggest victories for the Jamaicans. And you could say, if you look at the opposition, most, if not all, have come against Caribbean opposition as well. So just wanted to share with you guys this piece of information so that you guys are fully aware of it and everything. Okay, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm grateful for your support. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button so that you guys are staying abreast of everything happening with Jamaican football. All right, guys, take care and much more to come.
Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboy's Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?